And now I'm going to be preparing and cooking our whole clean squid. This is one of my favorite products. This one can be used, especially for those who have calamari in two different ways on the menu. If you have it grilled and you have it dusted, this is the way to go. It's a fantastic product. It's a whole clean, so you got one tentacle to one tube. And the great thing is when you defrost it, it comes in as a whole block, 2.5 pounds, and defrost it in your fridge overnight, or it could take maybe 2 days in the fridge. But if you have to fast defrost it, you can run it under cold water if you want to. But I don't like to, because I like to have the flavor from the squid, which is in its natural juices. So anyways, this one here, you have to clean it. You have to take off the hanging meat. So what you do is you put it on the board. The hanging meat you see is right there. You pull that out of the tube. And there's the hanging meat right there. That is too tough. You can't eat that. That has to be cut off. That has to be discarded. You have this. You can leave the feelers on. It's not a bad thing. They're very tender too, but some people take them off, but I like them on there. Even with the flaps on the end here, you don't have to take those off. They're naturally tender too. If I'm going to do it for dusting, I'll cut into rings, but I'm going to do grill, so I'm going to just score the tube. So you just lightly cut through, like so, on each side. So you got a little bit of score. You can see how it's cracking open like that, so that when you marinate that and you throw that into a hot pan, it'll kind of, butterfly will kind of open, give a nice look to it. We'll do that again. We'll do a couple pieces like that. You don't have to go all the way through, but you get that nice cut in it. Again, the tentacles, like this, can all be done ahead of time, all the cleaning and all that, and just discard all the, make sure there's no beaks, but this is all virtually clean all the time, but I'm always pressing on the tentacles because it's all done by hand, and so you always like to feel around on it. I know it's 100% clean, but just to make sure you don't want any of your customers ever to get a beak on their plate. It's a very sharp, it's what the squid eats its food with, and it's very sharp, and if you ever bit into one, it's not fun. Now I'm going to grill some of our whole clean squid with my recipe that I have. This is all scored and cut and clean, and I have some of the nice McCormick's Cajun seasoning. I'm going to put a little bit of that on, so maybe a couple tablespoons, just to sprinkle it in there, move it around a little bit. Easy as that. Maybe a little bit of pepper. And I have a tablespoonful of the garlic chili. A little bit of grapeseed oil. We got the pan back there getting nice and hot. So I'll marinate this. This can be marinated overnight if you want to, or for a few hours. It doesn't matter. It's okay. But no more than a night, because, you know, calamari, actually, when it sits out too long, it starts to shrink. Remember, it's basically a lot of water in the calamari, just like shrimps. Things tend to shrink a little bit. Now we got the pan nice and smoking. You see the heat? Oh, it's coming right off. That's what I like to see, because the calamari is quick and fast. Remember, in calamari, you cook in about 2 minutes. After that, it has to be cooked for about 20 minutes to get tender again, so you don't want to cook it too long. So we got the oil and everything in here. We're going to throw that right into the pan. See a nice sizzling there. Beautiful, beautiful. Move it around a little bit. And at the end, at the last few minutes, I'm going to add a little bit of butter, wine, and I have my cherry tomatoes and some Kalamata olives. As you see how they're blowing up, the squid is nice. It's getting a nice little color to it. Beautiful. The tentacles are vibrant. I love it. Love to see that. Beautiful. We're going to add the cherry tomatoes and the black olives, the Kalamata olives. We're going to put a little thing of butter in, because it all goes in one fast motion. We've got butter in there. Beautiful. Fantastic. A little bit of lemon juice. Ooh. And a shot of nice white wine. Oh, that gives us the juice. At the very end, you're going to put in some fresh herbs, parsley, and I have a little bit of coriander. Beautiful, beautiful. Now we're going to just nicely plate this up. Got a beautiful little grilled lemon. There you go. You got a beautiful grilled calamari. My name is Chef Herman. Enjoy.